which eventually led to them becoming a Pathway to Excellence with Distinction designated organization. The start was just a little bit rocky. They had a few barriers and some challenges with getting going right away that we worked through. I met with them very frequently to help them to progress forward. And then kind of in the middle of the designation, they hit another barrier that was one that caused them to have to switch to a new manual and kind of start over again. So unfortunately, we had to do that, but I think it was a blessing in disguise for them because then they had some time really to put their all of their stuff together and understand really what they needed to do. Through my help with mentoring the person leading their journey, and getting their systems together and their structures of how they were going to manage all of the writing aspect of it. So that whole reset really truly helped them do really, really well with putting down on paper or electronically on paper what it is that they do that makes them so special as an organization, and which eventually led to them becoming a Pathway to Excellence with Distinction designated organization. And so they really were able to let their organization shine and their nurses practice shine through their documents that we were able to develop for them. Mary did work with them on their shared decision-making structures early on in their initial designation, and basically they blew the whole thing up and started from scratch with Mary. So that part was actually part of the barrier. So it was good and bad. You know what I mean? So it was them trying to put those structures in place while they were writing the first part of it, and so it was a little bit difficult to have some of the stories right away. But through Mary's mentorship with how to put their structures in place, it really truly helped them in the end when they started fresh in the new manual to have things in place to be able to write those excellent documents to show what they truly do. Understanding the assessment process and taking from the assessment really what they need to work on, and taking that to heart and putting some action plans in place very, very early on. Also having somebody at the helm who is um, leading, so a pathway program director person who is really truly leading the charge, that can dedicate time to it. So it can't be an assignment that is tacked onto a really full plate already. So if somebody that is taking that has a very busy workload already, tacking on this is probably not going to work for them, because they need somebody who can dedicate some time to put structures, processes in place to, number one, be able to meet these standards for Pathway to Excellence, but also to have time to coordinate that writing project because there are things that need to happen along the way. And I think that sometimes organizations don't realize the depth and breadth of the work that needs to go into putting these documents together.